Welcome to this time together, which is a short instruction on a heart-opening posture, which is why I have my blocks set in this way, combined with a beautiful aromatic that connects and invokes love and trust energetically in the heart, and that is geranium essential oil. Now, you could use a different setup to the blocks. You could use a bolster, you could roll up some cushions, you can get creative at home with the props that you have. And additionally, there's so many different oils that you could use for connecting and centering and opening your heart. I've chosen geranium because it's a very beautiful oil specifically for connecting to love, trust, softening the heart. And additionally, it has a lot of benefits for women. It has a lot of benefits for balancing hormones and also balancing blood sugar, so actually beneficial for both men and women. It is a very, very beautiful oil to work with in yoga because it covers a lot of different bases, physically, emotionally, energetically, and actually spiritually as well. And I've also found that most people, there are some people who have a little aversion to it, but most people actually really lean in to a good quality geranium and really find it very comforting. So you can use this aromatic at the beginning of the posture as you step into a heart opening pose. You can use it at the end of a heart opener, actually, as your heart has been physically opened with the posture, and then the oil can facilitate and take that another layer deeper. Or, as I'm going to teach, you can use it while you're in the pose. Now, additionally, you can use it simply on a topical zone at the center of the chest, which is the energetic space of the heart. So you would just rub it here on the center of the chest in a little, maybe in a little circular motion, or just gently connecting to your heart space here. Or you can use it on an Aromapoint. There's a very beautiful Aromapoint called CV17 Acupoint at the center of the chest. And if you travel your finger down the midline of your sternum and just at the section sort of in between and slightly above the nipples, there's a tender spot. And this is CV17, a very nice, soft, sensitive place to apply oils, Aromapoint style, where you place one drop and just hold it sensitively here with intention for a minute or so. So we'll do that in this posture now. Now, when you come into the pose, I'm going to start with my feet wide and my knees together just to support my lower back. And you want the blocks, if you're using the blocks, tuck here so you can see in a good way. You want the blocks just at the base of the shoulder blades. And you want the second block around about the back of the head. And you'll feel straight away a sense of the chest elevated. You need to wiggle around to find the sweet spot. The shoulders start to open and the energy starts to travel along the inner seam of the arms and to the fingertips and out. So it's a very nice way to release anything that might have been held or trapped around the heart area. Now, while we're in the posture, we're going to take a drop of geranium. I'm going to put it into the palm of my hand here, being careful not to spill it. Then I'm going to take my index finger and just place it into the center of that drop of oil, rub the hands together. And with the finger that has the oil on, I'm going to travel to the midpoint, the CV17 point, center of the sternum. With the other hand, and I'm just going to rest that finger there for a moment or so. With the other hand, I'm going to hover it above my nose, my face, so I can breathe in the delicious floral aroma of the geranium. So here I'm working in quite a few different layers. I'm working with the physical posture of the pose, and then I'm layering on the topical application of the oil on the Aromapoint, so that is being sensitively held and drawn in with intention to soften, soothe, and open my heart. And then I have the aroma hovering around the nostrils and traveling in and up through the nostrils, traveling to the brain, specifically to the limbic area of the brain. And this is the space in the brain, the place in the brain where our moods, our emotions are stored and generated. And so the molecules of the oil make a little connection to the neurotransmitters in the brain and start to send pleasing signals, relaxing signals, soothing, loving, kind, compassionate chemical signals through the body. So it's a very gentle and yet powerful way to work. I'm going to hold the point for just a few more minutes, a few more moments rather, just to really feel that I have fully connected to my heart. And sometimes this can be a tender placement. It can bring up feelings or emotions. So be very sweet with yourself here, very kind to yourself here. And softness is the invitation. Once you feel that's complete, that connection to the heart, you can take a little bit of the oil, perhaps you just place it underneath your nose here. And now you can rest for a few breaths or longer in the heart opening posture. You may want to keep your knees together and your feet wide, or you may want to extend the legs out and have the feet perhaps wide as the mat and flopping open to the side. Any micro adjustments that need to be made with the block, you can make those now so you really feel the full intentional heart opening structure of the props beneath you. You may want to close your eyes. Resting, receiving, breathing. So let's take 5 more breaths here. I'll be quiet as you connect to your breath, connect to your heart. And now you may indeed feel a dropping in sensation that you want to stay here longer. By all means, stay here as long as it feels useful and helpful in your body, in your heart, and your soul. If you want to come out with me, you're going to bend your knees, bring the soles of the feet onto the floor, and ever so softly and slowly roll onto the side of your body. Rest on the side for a moment or two to let the spine recalibrate. And then come back up to seated. This is a beautiful practice to really give medicine to the heart, not just through the posture, but also through the essential oil. And I hope it's useful for you and you take it forwards with you into your own practice and into your own teaching. Much love.